Welcome to Shootin' the Breeze. My name is Tonya Kappes, and I am a cozy mystery author who is excited to bring you a fun podcast where we answer reader questions and bring you amazing interviews from your favorite cozy mystery authors. Come, hang out, and let's just shoot the breeze. Hi, and welcome to Shootin' the Breeze. I am so excited to bring to you another Twisty Tales and Cozy Crimes author with the prolific works promotion. This is Larissa Reinhart. Hey, Larissa.
Hey, Tonya.
Gosh, I don't know how long it's been that I've known Larissa, but I mean, it could be like 10 years that I've known you.
I think it might have been. I remember the first time I met you was Killer Nashville, and I didn't have the Maisie. I think I was like just starting out with the Cherry series. It may be, it's got to be at least 10 years.
And then we also got together at another conference where we sold books side by side. That was a lot of fun. That was down in Georgia, I believe. I can't remember. Was it Sweet Magnolia or Sweet Tea or something? I can't remember what the name of that was, but it was so fun seeing Larissa and watching her grow as an author, and then honored to have her as part of our prolific works promo. So let me read a little bit about your bio.
Okay.
Wall Street Journal bestselling author, Larissa writes award-winning Cherry Tucker mysteries, the Maisie Albright star detective in the Finley Goodhart Crimes Caper series. She loves to tell funny stories about women looking for love and dead bodies in all the wrong places. Larissa, her family, and her Karen Terrier Biscuit, who I love, lives in Nagoya, Japan, but they live there, but have returned to Peachtree City, Georgia. You can see them on HGTV's House Hunter International, Living for the Weekend in Nagoya episode. Larissa loves books, food, and traveling with her family, and you can often see her on adventures on Instagram and Biscuit as well. So let's welcome Larissa again. I tell you, I will never forget. I will never forget when you were on the HGTV show, because I was so excited. I was telling, we loved HGTV House Hunters. And when you guys were on that show, I'm like, oh my gosh, a friend of mine is going to be on this show. Watch it. And then they pan to your book on the show. And
I know, that was so exciting.
Proud of you. I was like, look at her. I'm so proud of her. And just tell us just a smidgen on what was that experience like?
Oh my goodness, it was so much fun. They do it very quickly. They have a team of 3 and a director, sound, and then the cameraman, and they follow us everywhere. And I wasn't used to it. Was actually really great research for my Maisie series, because she'd been in reality shows and she was a teen celebrity and things like that. So that was kind of fun, but I wasn't sure about being on camera. My husband will say anything, which is why there was a lot of talk about the toilets. I was just like, oh my gosh, do we really need to talk about this on here?
Oh yeah.
But
you guys were so real. I think a lot of the people on those shows, sometimes you're thinking, oh, are they real? But knowing you and watching you guys, I'm like, they are totally real. This is a real show. I do have to ask. Now, do they pick out the houses, or do they give you a bunch of houses and you pick out the ones that you want to go to? Or do they really just say, oh, let's go look at this house? Like, how does that work?
Well, that kind of was on our end. So we had to have the houses lined up.
Oh, wow.
And then you have to have, permission to film in them. But yeah, so the houses were ones we actually chose to look at. And then the house we picked was the one we actually ended up living in. Although, to be honest, it wasn't my favorite, but it made the most sense.
Yeah. And the best part of the show is guessing. And I don't even think I guessed the right house that you guys picked. I'm like, oh, because we try to guess. And so you're like, oh, they picked that one because, oh, okay. And so, but yeah, it just always throws you off. I never get it right. And so, but so fun in your bio, but it was really fun watching you guys. But obviously, we're here today to talk about 20 Carats. Look at that beautiful, beautiful cover. I love it so much. It's so pretty. It's so great. So let me go ahead and give the blurb. Who framed Julio Bolani? And I probably butchered that name. In a minute, I'll let you, my hick accent, but I'll let you correct me in just a second. For fans of romantic comedy mysteries like Janet Ivanovich's Stephanie Plum and Meg Cabot's Size 12 series, who like their characters quirky, romance is sweet, and setting Southern, it's the 9th book in the Wall Street Journal best-selling Maisie Albright Star Detective series. So some like it hot, but Maisie can't keep her cool when the police also accuse the ginger bombshell of robbery. Can Maisie prove Gillian, how do you pronounce his name? Julio's innocent as well as her own. With stolen ice, diamonds aren't a girl's best friend, and neither is a larceny conviction. I mean, I just love that. And I love the cover. I think all the covers in that series are so clever. Did you come up with all the covers, design, and things like that?
Yeah, well, I had some help. I wanted to somehow pull in, that she's a celebrity and there's all these Hollywood references in them. But, and then, starting with 15 minutes, then it just made sense to count down. So I like the numbers in them and they went with sunglasses to kind of.
I love it. I love it. So tell us a little bit about the series.
Okay, so Maisie Albright is an ex-teen star who kind of has a big, crash landing in Hollywood as she becomes an adult, and she gets kicked out of California and sent back to live home in Georgia with her father. And she had starred in a teen detective show called Julia Pinkerton, Teen Detective. And so she kind of grew to love crime solving and stuff from that show. And so she decides she wants to become a private investigator. So in the series, she's my mind's blanking. She's an assistant to a private investigator, and she's learning how to, learning the ropes and things like that. So.
Yeah. And how many books are currently in the series?
I count my fingers.
You have a lot. You have
not that many. So this will be book 9, but book 8's not quite out yet. So because I was in the midst of writing the 8th book, and when you so sweetly asked if I could join the Twisty Tales group, which I'm so glad you did. And so I stopped number 8 and went back and wrote this one. And so this one can kind of stand on its own. And
and a lot of I've talked with a lot of authors in our group, and it's interesting because we get a lot of readers that say, how many books in the series? And they get so nervous, and I'm like, but they're mysteries. I mean, the subplot might grow as the characters do, and what makes it a series is the same sleuth in the same town, or maybe the same sidekicks or whatever. Sometimes not in the same town, but each book is kind of wrapped up as a standalone. And if there is a subplot, that's kind of a little bit of backstory on the subplot in each book. So, that's what we've been telling readers. Oh, really? Mysteries are kind of standalone. They're not those big romance series that they hear about, or, it's just looking at it a different way, right?
Well, you don't want a cliffhanger in the end of a mystery.
Oh, right. I mean, I have done cliffhangers where it's a cliffhanger on the subplot where they're like,
right. Yeah, of course.
And those are great.
Mystery.
But you just can't leave a cliffhanger with the mystery. You're right. And so this particular book is also free until September the 30th of 2023. That's in the Prolific Works promotion. So I'm sure that, like the rest of us, after this promotion, we're going to probably put a price tag on this. So definitely, people need to grab this book now and read it and get to learn these characters, and then go back and start the actual first book in the series. And also at Prolific Works, you can join Larissa's newsletter. So Larissa, tell us a little bit about your newsletter, how often you put it out, and kind of content you put in there.
Well, I have a monthly newsletter, and I always have a giveaway. I have a link on my blog to my writing friends there, new releases and book deals for the month. And because I can't write fast enough, but I know my friends can. So I figure, share the love.
Yeah.
I always get great. I fill my TBR list with that.
Me too.
But and so I do always have those two things every month, and then I talk about other book news, and I love having the Prolific Works, because having it for a year, the way I put it to my readers is that you can download 60 books, and I know some of you are going to read it all in like a week, and then some of you can space it out, so many a month, so many a week, and there's some of them some of my readers are so ferocious, they'll probably do an all-nighter and get it all one day. But I think it's wonderful that they have something to read all year, and I think it's a wonderful gift to our readers, and just like so thrilled that we could have done this.
I agree. And on that note, where can you tell readers to stalk you? Where are you all over the internet? Okay,
well, Instagram, Larissa, everything's Larissa Reinhart. So on Instagram, on Facebook is Larissa Reinhart. There's also an East German model living in Brazil named Larissa Reinhart. So if you end up on her Facebook site, just pretend it's me.
Hilarious.
Don't find any books there probably, but I like to pretend it's me.
I love that. That is so funny. You never know what you get at when you Google yourself.
Yeah. But and then my website, larissareinhart.com.
That's awesome. And we'll link to all of your links in the show note, as well as to your book and Prolific Works, so everybody can grab that while it's free. I know it's so funny because we started our promotion in October and we're already 3 months into it. I just can't believe tomorrow is going to be 3 months. It's flying by. So you have to grab them, because then they'll be scrambling, this time next year it'll be all gone. So do you have anything to say to readers?
I just said I love that we were able to do this for them, and I know there are readers that are new to me, and I hope they enjoy this series. They can actually get the first book in the series free on Kindle and Kobo and Apple and Nook, and I think that's it.
Everywhere.
Those are the main ones. Yeah. So if they like 20 Carats, they might want to go back and start with 15 Minutes. I've got this is the old cover.
Yeah, you changed it, but I still love all your covers.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, and your Cherry Tucker series, I love that series. I've followed that series at the beginning, and I do love that series. She's fun. She's a painter, and I love that. So she's really fun. I mean, that first one, she was commissioned to paint a dead body at the funeral. That's such a clever plot. I'm like, Larissa, you hire somebody to paint their dead loved one. So that's a really good series as well. But anyways, Larissa, we're going to let you go, get on with your rest of your day. Thank you so much for being here. And I'm so excited to have gotten to catch up with you after all these many years of knowing each other. So thank you.
I hope to see you in person again soon.
I know. We need to give that
a minute.
Yeah. Thanks, Larissa, so much, and we'll talk to you soon.
Thank you.
Bye. What a fun interview. I would love to thank today's guest for sharing with us their edition in the Twisty Tales and Cozy Crime Prolific Works giveaway, year-long giveaway. So be sure to grab this episode's book for free, and you can do that by going to the show notes and grabbing that link. And also, don't forget to be sure that you follow and stalk this week's Spotlight author. Thank you so much, and we will see you next week on Shooting the Breeze.